They're not turned. So
Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Cypher G. I'm back here with Jacob today.
What it do?
So Jacob, Jacob, what do you got for us today on the deck profile, bro?
Alright, so the deck profile, courtesy of my friend over here. Yeah.
Oh, my tripod.
So the deck profile that I wanted to show is Stellarknight with a true Draco engine.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
This I gotta see.
Alright, so here's the monster lineup.
Alright, cool, let's do it.
Alright, so starting off, 2 Stellarknight Vegas. So this one summons a Stellarknight from my hand. And yeah. Next, 1 Stellarknight Alzum. This one does 1,000 burn damage whenever it's summoned. So yeah. And then triple Deneb. This one is basically a Rhoda for Stellarknights. And yes, run this in 3s. I recommend it. Next, triple Altair. So basically, Altair is kind of like a back to the front. Yeah, it's basically a back to the front for Satellars. And yeah, the funny thing is, it doesn't negate their effects, which is pretty good. So let's say like alright, normal summon Altair, special summon a Vega out of my graveyard, and then Vega's effect happens, summon something else from my hand. It's a never-ending chain of summons. Next, I play one Unukalai. I would play 2, but I don't have any room for like a second one. I mean, yeah. This one is basically like a Foolish Burial for the archetype. And he's an 18 attacker. More monsters on the way. And it's a me masterpiece.
Oh snap.
2 of them. 2 masterpiece. 3 is cloggy. I mean, although I did want to try 3 at one point, but 2 is good. And this is like basically like what is it called? Apocalypse Towers in a way, as far as it being like unaffected by stuff. But this one is able to like pop cards on the board. You'll know what he does.
Of course.
Masterpiece is bae. Next, I played 2 copies of Honest.
Of course, man.
Of course, it's a light-based deck, so Honest is a must. I mean, even though he's at 3, I find 3 to be very cloggy, but 2 is fair. And 1 is just too little.
I agree. You gotta run it at 2. Everything's good at 2.
And lastly, 1 Maxi to like, you know, plus off of your opponent's special summons, because
of course
everyone's still special summons. Now, on to spells. Boy! Okay, so on to spells. 1 reinforcements of the army to like grab one of your Satellars from your deck to your hand. 1 upstart goblin. And it doesn't matter if my opponent gains 1,000 life points. It's a free draw. Who cares?
I do. I care.
Okay. 1 Regeki for board wipe. 1 dark hole for more board wiping. Just in case. But yeah. 1 soul charge, because Stellarknights, and I just like having to summon a bunch of level 4 monsters.
Nice, nice, nice.
Next, 2 Carter Demise. 2 is fine. 3 is good. 2 is fair, but 1 is just meh. But I play 2 because I only have to, and yeah. Next, 2 Pot of Duality. I mean, 3 is like cloggy because like it restricts the special summoning as well, which is why I play 2. I mean, that part doesn't matter. Alright, so about not being able to special summon, that part doesn't matter because of Masterpiece. Next, 2 terraforming to search for my field spells, which I will, you know, show you in a bit. triple Dragonic Diagram. So with the Masterpiece and True Draco engine, this card is a must. So I could like either search Masterpiece or the spell or the traps. Yeah. And lastly for spells, 2 Heritage. I played 2 instead of 3 because 3 is just kind of cloggy. And let's see, I could toss in Disciples in there as well, but again, no room. But yeah, this also like, you know, lets me get my draw going.
Nice, nice.
And when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, I get the pop spell trap. Now, on to trap cards. Alright, so starting off with traps. 2 Quaking Mirror Forces. I would personally recommend Storming because Storming is the best one, and it like also messes up with Link monsters as well. I mean, I don't have Storming, so I have to do with either Quaking or regular. 1 Solemn Warning, a counter trap, which is like an anti-summon for anything, which is good. Unfortunately, I have 1 Solemn Strike. I would recommend playing 2. 3 is just excessive with the constant paying life points.
Man, I always see everyone playing 1 warning and 2 Solemn Strikes.
Two strikes is fair, but like I guess you don't want to like pay too much. I mean, you pay 2,000 from this, 15. Yeah, that's like 5, alright,
like
3K, 5K. Yeah, a total of 5K. But yeah, I mean, I would play this in 2.
Nice, nice.
Next, I play 2 Stellarknight Alphas. So basically, I sacrifice of a Stellarknight whenever a spell, a trap, or a monster effect is active, and I negate it. And if I negate it and destroy it, I get the draw card.
I actually have a question.
Yeah.
For everyone that I faced against the Stellarknights, I always see everybody running at 3. Why are you running at 2 for Alpha?
Let's see, 2 alphas because 1, again, no room for other cards. Again, this is a 45 count deck. So,
oh, it's 45.
Yeah,
oh,
okay. It's a 45 count deck. So yeah, I mean, I would play 2, and besides, I barely like get into these anyway, which is weird. But yeah, 2 seems like a fair number to me.
As Bamek would always say, you gotta run at 3.
Right.
Not everything. Well, not everything, but almost everything.
Alright, next, I play 1 True King's Return. Unfortunately, this card has been dropped to 1 recently. Darn you, Konami. But yeah. But this card's good. This is basically a Dragon Oasis / Escalation of the Monarchs for True Dracos or True Kings. Next, I played 2 copies of True Draco Apocalypse. So basically, this is Shrink / Escalation. Well, the attack and defense halving is permanent.
Yep.
And like and you can like stack the halving. So each time it gets halved, it gets half of that half. Yeah, it lasts forever as long as that monster's on the board. Next, I play 1 Imperial Order. Obviously, Pendulum Magicians is a thing, and they're dominating the meta. And there are other decks out there that are like spell heavy out there too. I mean, Imperial Order, I kind of care about, but not really because I can sack this off for Masterpiece. So yeah, and use this as Masterpiece fodder to pop stuff on the board.
Of course.
Next, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrances. Gotta have them fragrances. Again, Pendulum Magicians, shut them down so they can't, play scales at all, because there's a ruling that states that you can't place pendulum scales face down. Something like that, but yeah. And lastly for traps, 2 Call of Haunted.
Nice, nice.
I mean, again, masterpiece fodder because continuous trap. I mean, I'm kind of like flip-flopping between back to the front or this. So, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. Actually, I would rather stick with Call of Haunted because it's easier to summon like masterpiece. Alright, so if you like revive a monster with Call of Haunted, you can get rid of the monster that Call of Haunted's on and Call of Haunted itself. Bam, instant masterpiece. Nice. That be it for traps. Now on to the extra deck.
Extra deck?
Yeah,
what?
I mean, with Stellarknights, I gotta have extra deck. I mean, unfortunately, I don't like using extra deck myself, but with this deck, I have to.
Yeah, of course. With Stellarknight deck, I mean, obviously you're gonna run extra decks.
Right. Alright, so for my extra deck, so I run like a bunch of XCs, so yeah. So to start off, I played 2 Trevere. Trevere is pretty good despite him being like a triple stack, meaning like it takes 3 materials to like bring him out. Well, 3 Stellarknights. And yes, he bounces back everything on the board. Not just spells and traps, but other, you know, monsters as well. I mean, this and Masterpiece is an awesome combo because like I would most likely tribute monster and something else for a Masterpiece. And if I bring him out while having Masterpiece on board, Masterpiece gets unaffected by his effect. And this one rips a card out of the opponent's hand as well. So so this one is basically a giant grenade and it rips out of hand. Next, I play 1 Stellarknight Deltaros. Again, this takes 3 materials, another triple stack. So what he does, I detach a material, target a card on the board, and destroy it. And oh yeah, I forgot about these guys. So when they're sent to the graveyard as while having materials, with this one I get to add a Stellarknight from my deck to my hand and Trevere special summons. Next, I play 1 Stellarknight Constellar Diamond. Yo, this card is amazing. It's so good because like Stellarknight Constellar Diamond prevents milling, so it hurts Light Sworns and Infernoids and anything that likes to mill a lot. Oh yeah, Burning Abysses too if they're still playing.
Yo, speaking of BA, I heard that we link some link cards too.
Yeah, they're getting it.
Man, sure, they got link monsters for BAs, but not for side frames.
Yo, maybe later though.
Nah, I'm gonna keep calling out Konami to make side frame supports, bro. I'm gonna keep calling them out if I have to. Alright, but keep going, keep going.
But yeah. Let's see, this one, yeah, and this one negates dark monster effects on the board. And another effect that I'm missing is, okay, any card that would be returned from the graveyard into the hand is banished instead. So if you're trying to get back something from the graveyard into your hand, you're gonna lose it. And he's a 27 attacker, which is good. Oh, and yeah, during my main phase 2, I get to, you know, overlay on top of a Stellar.
Nice, nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, another Stellarknight card. This one's different. Batlamius, 26 attacker. It takes 2 level 4 Stellarknights. And this one is basically DNA transplant. It changes everyone's attributes on the board into dark.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah, and he had his own effect, which like I detach 1, discard a card, and basically just overlay it some more. Yeah, into this guy.
Cool.
This guy? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is main phase 2. Sorry about that. But yeah. And that's pretty much it for all my Stellarknight XEs. Now, for more generic light XEs, I play one Star Leash Paladynamo. Paladynamo drops the opponent's monster's attack to 0, and if it does drop to 0, it has its effects negated. And if he dies, I get to draw a card. I mean, he's pretty good in every light deck. I recommend you play in a light deck. Next, one Bujinte Tsukuyomi. So basically, Tsukuyomi lets me, so basically this card is like my draw power kind of. I mean, if I have something in my hand that I don't like or that I believe that is, belongs in the graveyard, I just detach, drop my hand, and draw 2 cards. And plus, he's a 23 wall, which is good.
Nice.
Next, I play one Heroic Champ, Excalibur. So basically, he just becomes a fort. So basically, he's Obelisk the Tormentor as far as attack power, and it lasts until the end of my opponent's turn. Don't forget that it lasts until the end of the opponent's turn.
Okay.
And alright, next, the Utopia setup. Every XE's base deck got to have a Utopia setup.
Of course.
So yeah. One Abyss Dweller because, graveyard effects. There are some graveyard effects going on out and about out there. Next, I play 101 Shark. So this one snatches up special summon attack position monsters. Just to get stuff out the way. Next, I play one Castell. Either flip stuff face down or bounce stuff back. Alright, so yeah, bounce stuff back once and flip stuff face down twice. Because
face down?
Yeah, it turns stuff face down.
Really?
Yeah.
It has 2 effects. Detach one to one face down, detach 2 to shuffle 1 face apart back to the deck.
Oh, I always thought that detach 2 and then shuffle back to the deck. I thought it was like that.
Oh no.
Detach 2 was it shuffle something free for deck.
I think I saw it wrong.
Yeah. So with his effect, most likely you're just gonna bounce stuff back to the deck anyway.
Okay.
And lastly for XEs, I play number 86, run Gominade.
I was waiting for that. I was gonna ask you, yo, are you gonna run this deck? Are you gonna run this card in this deck? I was gonna ask you that.
Oh, of course, this card is a must-have in Stellarknights.
Yeah, because you run all warriors, bro.
Yes, everyone's a warrior, and especially like if I have let's say Soul Charge, if I still have my life points intact, and I'm like Soul Charge, all 5. Whoop! Number 86. And his effects are so good. Depending on the number of materials, he has effects. Alright, so effect 1 cannot be destroyed by battle. 2 or greater, gains 1500 attack and defense, so he becomes 3000.
Yep.
Number 3, unaffected by other card effects. 4 or greater, my opponent cannot normal summon or special summon monsters. That effect is obnoxious, but they can still set face down.
Yeah, of course.
And 5, I can destroy all cards my opponent controls.
Yeah, it's basically a nuke
For free.
The field.
It's a free nuke. And lastly, I run one Link monster, which is Decode.
Alright, go.
Okay, so for Link monsters, I play one Decode Talker. Oh my god, I'm waiting for the light version of Mrs. Radiant, from the previous sets from the before times.
Yep.
So I'm waiting for the light version of that, so this deck can be better.
Nice.
And as for side deck, I don't have one at the moment. Sorry, cut me some slack. But yeah, I don't have a side deck. But that is something I'm trying to figure out.
That's all good. Well, is there anything else you want to say to the YouTubers, any viewers, anything at all to our channel?
So again, this is like the first Stellarknight True Draco deck to be ever put on YouTube as for profiles. Yeah,
Cool.
accomplishment. But yeah, I hope you guys like this deck profile, and if you got any comments, you know what to do. Yeah,
Like,
comment.
subscribe at the bottom. Charles, is there anything else you want to say too?
I like my creation. It's actually fucking good. Oh, wait, no. I'll tell him. We have one more. Where it's with Draco.
You want those now, Jay?
You know what? I'll spell it. You want me to tell him?
I mean, I kind of want to give him a surprise, but no, I want to surprise him.
You want to surprise him?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright,
So
alright.
it's gonna be a surprise. It's a deck. It's gonna be Draco's, but it's a deck that I'm not gonna say. It's gonna surprise you too.
Alright, well, it's all good. Alright, so like, subscribe to Teen Time Riders. Thank you so much for Stellarknight. What's it called?
Stellarknight True Draco. I'm sorry. True Satella Draco.
Alright, I'll edit this out earlier. Alright, like, subscribe to Teen Timers. We'll get back to you all later.